What's going on, guys? My name is Simus. I'm coming back at you live with another video on YouTube here. And today we're going to be talking about how you can use ChatGPT with Canva and Google Search to really streamline your ad creation process. Personally, I'm a growth marketing agency owner, and I use ads for my top of funnel to promote my business. And this process has really streamlined kind of how I create my ads, work on my ads, look at ads, and how much I spend on them, to be honest, by not having to go in-house in the United States or overseas or bang my head against the wall trying to use Canva, even though I do enjoy it. So hopefully this will give you some takeaways on how you could use AI to create your own personal ads. Let's get right into it. No fluff. So let's imagine that in this example, you are a real estate agent and you're trying to get leads for your business. Specifically, you're listing wherever in Chicago or San Francisco, New York, or anywhere else in the continental US. And you have no idea where to start, right? So you are looking at ads that exist online to gain inspiration, like many designers do. In general, for folks who create ads, like they're typically using the work of others to create their own ads. Great artists steal, right? Heard that quote. So I just do a simple Google search here, real estate ad, yada yada. I look through a lot of these guys. This one's a free download that I'm using for the sake of this example. So what I'm going to do here is take this ad, copy the image, very simple. Go into ChatGPT, paste this image, right? I'm going to say in the prompt, I'm having this locked and loaded. Analyze this ad. Who's the target audience? What's the emotional hook? And what makes this copy effective? Then write a similar ad for a brand that helps small businesses grow. Uh, let's change this to that helps my real estate agency gain leads for a house I want to sell. All right, so we upload this ad. ChatGPT is doing its magic. Boom, little ad analysis here. We've got a target, upper middle class families, aspiration, and family belonging, why this copy works. Now, it gives us a similar ad, and we could combine this with what they have to create for our own real estate agency. So, ad copy, find your modern San Francisco home, subhead, body copy, beautiful, okay? Incredible. You have all this stuff here. Now you go pop into Canva. In Canva, very simply go to templates, real estate ad. Fantastic. Tons of real estate ads and copies that you could see here, okay? You see this guy? This looks like a beautifully curated ad, perhaps exactly what I'm looking for. Very simply, snipping tool. I'm gonna copy this guy. I'm gonna head back into ChatGPT, all reliable. I'm going to paste this. Give me a variation of this ad, one emotional. And I'm gonna say this is for a paid social ad. Use the ad copy you created above. Now, this is going to take what I just inputted and create an ad. And here's a paid social ad variation. And it gives everything that you need to do if you want to go back into Canva and create the ad yourself. But let's say you actually want to make the ad. So say, please make the ad visually. And I always say please because I feel like I get better responses when I say please to ChatGPT. So what it's going to do here is it's going to take this ad that I uploaded. It's going to use the similar ad copy that I asked for above, and it's going to generate me an image of the new ad with some of the qualities that I've asked for it in that similar ad, response query. So give it a minute here to cook up, fire its engines, and do what ChatGPT does best and spew around and muck around. Basically gets to the point where you're able to run some of these ad campaigns on AI, agency level stuff where you don't have to worry about creating an ad from scratch. And so here it's generating the ad. I'm gonna wait for that, and let me pause the video here until it's done. Right on, guys. So it's been a minute here. I've been able to refine the photo and the AI image that the AI had created on ChatGPT. And we have this one by one Facebook ready ad that used the exact same layout from Canva with some snippets from the brand ad copy that I showed you guys earlier. Your dream home by the Bay awaits. Wake up to Oceanlight City Energy. Book a private tour. So that CTA is not clickable. But in the copy of the Facebook ad, you could tell people to have a CTA or ask ChatGPT to remove it and put something else. Regardless, I like how this looks. It looks sleek. There's shadow play here. It's 1 by 1, which is Facebook ready for ads. There was a second one here that was having this blue border here, which had a little bit more copy, prime location, 4 beds, smart security. Maybe you could add, where in the city it is and more features, et cetera, remove that blue bit. But all this comes through refining what the, chatbot is telling you. So, and giving to you. So it's up to you to really just take it and use that as feedback to create what you want at the end of the day. So that's it, guys. That's all this video really was. It was to show you that this is, a fantastic tool, in my opinion, and can really supercharge your ad curation and creative process. And I think it's important to say before I end it off is that this should not replace your understanding of who your ICP is, your ideal customer or consumer profile, why they're struggling or what pain point they're struggling for and with, and how you as the business owner or person that's solving their problem will be able to solve their problem. In this case, there's a fairly easy example. They need a home, and a home that matches their buying criteria in a certain status where they are and what part of town and et cetera, things like that. But don't use AI as a catch-all tool to create everything and think for you. Be very deliberate about your buyer intent and who they are and why they want to work with you specifically out of everybody else. And that comes with having a very refined, defined taste of your leads and who you're trying to sell to. So all in all, give this a go. Let me know what you guys think. Hope it works out for you. You might need to refine the chat prompts a little bit